Hello, everyone. It's me, Madam Pamita, with the Love Witch.
Hi.
And when the Love Witch came on, I said, wow, amazing caftan
Thank
that you
you.
have on.
Yeah, I'm in my sequin era.
Oh my gosh. You have to show everyone the big, beautiful sleeves.
Oh, yeah.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
it's really kind of hard to tell because it's so sparkly, but these are all hearts, which is so perfect for the love witch, right?
Perfect for the Love Witch.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
dragging the
God.
ground, it's getting covered in cat hair. It's great. As
Elegant.
all things are.
You're an elegant cat lady. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. I mean, I saw pictures of this, but in person, it's 1,000 times more amazing.
I can't
So
wait for you to see it
beautiful.
in person. I'm gonna have to wear it
Oh
when
my
you're here.
gosh. Yes, yes. When I come
Who knows
out,
how many I'll have to model for you by the time you
I
get here.
know I have to get some so I can keep up with you. I just said, oh, I thought I was doing so well. I put on a necklace and a
You look
caftan
great.
top instead of a t-shirt and some lipstick today, and I thought I was doing good. And then I'm like, womp womp. Oh, it's all good. You are always the more glamorous of us two, and I just have to I maybe you're the beauty and I'm the brains. But I'm not even the I guess you're that too.
No, you're the beauty and the brains, and I'm just your
I
lovely
am
assistant. I'm your
I
Vanna White.
I am the oh, I know what I am, the comic relief. I'm the comic relief. There you go.
Well, Leslie has it right. No outfit is complete without pet hair.
Exactly, exactly. This is why witches wear why witches have black cats because they wear black and you can't see
Yeah,
the cat,
exactly.
right? Well, everyone, this is Tarot for Kindness. This is our weekly get together. Oh, let me tell you what this is all about. Why don't I tell you what this is all about? Oh my goodness. This is Tarot for Kindness. This is our weekly get together where we do tarot readings, oracle readings, all kinds of extras. Oops, hold on a second. I've got my slideshow ready to go, and then I shrunk it. That's what I meant to do. Let me tell you what we're doing here and how you can participate. We do tarot readings. We do charm casting. We do all kinds of fun things. All right, let me get to it. Here we go. I just have to move windows around to get this going. All right, y'all see that? This you do. All right, this is our weekly get together. You can get a tarot reading and more. The Love Witch is the and more. And the Love Witch is going to be doing charm readings and sparkling. That's the definitely the and more. So you can get tarot readings and more from Madame Pamita and guests. Love Witch is my guest today, and help feed seniors in Ukraine. That was the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, Love Witch. The guests organizing that. Okay. And so I don't forget.
Noted.
When we have our meeting tomorrow, we will discuss. So we do tarot readings live for $10 per card on YouTube on Sundays after the Q&A or workshop, usually around 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Our partners at Sobotan Harbor provide 2 weeks worth of groceries for over 300 seniors each month. They are in Kyiv, and they distribute these groceries to seniors in Kyiv and also Kyiv, Ukraine, and also in Zaporizhzhia, Ukraine. And you and your donations are part of what makes that possible. $40 buys 2 weeks worth of groceries for a senior. Our Devon, our regular, she always says, I'm feeding a granny. She gets 4-card reading, and she does feed a granny for 2 weeks each week, which is pretty amazing. We also do a book and deck giveaway each week, and this week we have a gorgeous book. Oh my gosh, a beautiful hardcover book that we're giving away, The Hedge Witch's Little Book of Flower Spells by Tudor Bath, courtesy of Llewellyn, and we're going to be giving that away. Everyone who gets a reading is eligible for the giveaway. We put you on a little wheel. We spin the wheel after our last reading, and whoever wins gets the book, and we'll ship it to you. Simply go to youtube.com. That's where you are now, and /Madame Pamita. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell. The notifications bell sounds like it's going to be annoying, but actually all it is just a little pop-up that reminds you when we go live if you're on your computer or you're on your phone, and you can either ignore or you can join us, right? So it's really not that annoying. It doesn't ring. In other words, it's not a bell that rings. It's not an alarm. If you'd like a reading, all you have to do is this. You're going to donate, you're going to comment, and if you add a supportive message for Ukraine, I will throw in a bonus card in your reading for absolutely free. So how do you do that? Well, first of all, the donate part. You donate on Venmo, PayPal, or Super Chat. If you want to find the Venmo, you can use that QR code or go to madampemita.com/Venmo. If you want to pay on PayPal, you can go to madampemita.com/PayPal or use that QR code. Or if you want to use the super chat button, that's right here on YouTube. You'll see the little button next to the chat that has a dollar sign. That's where you can make the donation. Donate $10 per card. So if you want a 1-card reading, it's $10. 2-card readings, $20. 3-card reading is $30, and so on. Post in the chat on this live stream with your name, where you donated, or whatever name you want us to call you. I mean, it doesn't have to be your real name. It could be your witchy name, but where you donated. So that's so we know what to say, hey, we're going to be doing a reading for so-and-so. Where you donated, how much you donated, and what your question is. If you add that supportive message for Ukraine, I will throw in a bonus card in your reading for free. The supportive message could be for Ukraine, my heart is with you, thinking of you, sending you love, putting a little blue heart and a yellow heart, which are the colors of the Ukrainian flag. You can see that Ukrainian flag in the background. Anything like that is beautiful. Some of you get quite poetic with your wishes for Ukraine. I think it's a lovely thing. So each of those wishes is just like adding a little energy for their safety, their protection, and an end to this horrible invasion. So after the last reading, everyone who got a reading is eligible for the giveaway. So one lucky winner will get a deck or a book. As I said, our book giveaway book for today is a really nice one. It's the Hedge Witch's Little Book of Flower Spells. That's what we're going to be giving away today. So that's it. That's all the things. That's how we do it here. Oops. Wait, coming back. There we are. So if you want a reading, do those things. We already have a couple readings lined up, a few of them lined up. Nina, and then Vivian, and then Leslie. If you'd like to reading now, you know what to do. Before we get into the readings, I'd like to do a couple little announcements, or let's do a couple readings, and then I'll do an announcement thing.
Okay.
Right. That sound good? All right. So let's do Nina first. Thank you so much, Nina. Oh my gosh, Nina, our winner. Nina wins a lot in our giveaways.
Very lucky, Nina. Look, I just want to say the pet hair rule applies to divination bags too. Apparently, there's so much cat hair on this bag of charms.
I mean, I get it. I mean, I have 3 cats. I have my and they're all short-haired cats, by the way. You have a long-haired cat. You have a couple long-haired cats.
No, just the one, and then the other 2 are short hair.
Oh, I thought Judd was
he's just big.
All right. Well, anyway, I have 3 short-haired cats, and I'm not kidding. The dust bunny piles of cat hair that accumulate in this house, I'm like, where is this coming from? Clean every day, and then every day there's like new piles of hair everywhere. It's wild. Nina, sending love to Ukraine. I know I've asked this before a few weeks ago, and you pulled the King of Swords. When and will Brian propose? Things seem to be getting better. 3 cards on Venmo. All right, great. Thank you so much, Nina. We're going to pull 4 cards for you because you have that supportive message for Ukraine. All right.
Oh, while we're doing Nina's reading, I wanted to say, Vivian, we see your second message, but the first message didn't send. It says 2 of 2, but there's no 1 of 2. So Vivian, now's your opportunity to resend your first message so that we see it.
Yeah, great. All right. I've got a big announcement when we start talking about the announcements coming up. I want you to announce what's happening at lovewitchnyc.com or
yeah.
lovewitch
We love
.nyc,
witch
whatever it
yeah,
is.
it all works.
You got some stuff going on there too, and I want you to announce that as well. There are some cool things you guys have to check out, like really cool things. All right, let's see. For Nina, what's going on? Okay, I'm asking specifically when and will. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is cracking me up. Okay. Now, this this deck that I'm using is the Playful Heart Tarot, and it comes, you can buy some extra oracle cards and blend them in because they have the same backs. So sometimes an oracle card will pop up. And you know what? You got a little message from the universe. It says, let go, say goodbye. I don't think that is saying goodbye to him. Not at all, because when you see the other cards, you'll know it's not about that. I think this is the universe saying you have to let go to like this need to know when. Like, when is it going to happen? Maybe just like relax and go, it's going to happen in perfect outcome, in perfect timing. I think that's important. I don't see it taking a long time. Nothing in here is taking a long time. But sometimes when we are like so focused on like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? What happens when you're on a trip with a bunch of little kids and they're saying, are we there yet? Over and over again. What happens to that trip, Love Witch?
It takes forever, right? It feels like
Right?
days.
It makes it seem so much longer and so much slower. So what I think what this card is saying is like, you're like, when is it going to happen? It's kind of giving your guides, the universe is saying, don't keep doing that. Let it go. Let the timing go. And instead, really replace that with perfect outcome and perfect timing. Don't you want the sweetest, most memorable proposal that you can look back on when you guys are 80 years old and go, remember that proposal, right? Don't you want that sweet, beautiful proposal that is like perfect and memorable? Let it go in terms of the timing. It's going to happen. And it isn't really that long and it isn't that far away. So that's the first thing I would say. Second thing, absolutely it is on. We've got the wedding card, which is a 4 of Wands, right? This is the card it looks like a little couple dancing there, but this is the wedding card. So this is passion and excitement and stabilization, right? 4 is stabilizing, and Wands are fire and passion. So it is like formally doing that and inviting all your friends to a wedding and all of that. So this is on his mind as well as your mind, but I think it's like, focus on, rather than the destination, what the joy is of your relationship right now, the fire and the passion and the fun of this relationship. That's the 3 of Wands energy, which is like 3 of Wands is like, it's coming. So everything is saying it's coming, but I think there's a mistake that a lot of us make in a lot of situations, not even romantic situations. We want to get to the end without enjoying the journey. So to do the spiritual work here is to enjoy the journey of what you're doing to get to that marriage, right? Because I promise you, as with every relationship ever, it's going to settle into this comfortable kind of mundane place. Once you've lived together, you're married for a few years, it's not going to be as exciting as it is now. So be really present in the excitement and the anticipation and all those good things. Enjoy that sensation rather than reject that sensation and want to get to the finish line. I mean, no marathoner runs a marathon. Well, probably there are, but they're not real marathoners, by being driven to the finish line. I think there was some people that cheated that did something like that, or maybe I'm thinking of a comedy show that I watched, I'm sure. But it's like, if the to have the experience is the point, not the end destination. If you're putting everything into the end destination, you're missing out on so much of the fun and the joy and the excitement and the memories that you're building right now. So instead of futurizing, that's what that first card is saying. Instead of futurizing, get back to like, oh, I really enjoy this excitement, this anticipation. Will he, won't he? All of that. And, him wondering if he's doing it, all of these things are exciting. So enjoy and appreciate what you have right now. It's going to come. 100% it's going to come. And I don't often say 100%, but every card, this is the second time we've seen this very positive reading on this. So it's coming, but the universe and your guides are saying don't miss out on the fun that you're having now. Don't rush to the finish line. Enjoy the journey. That being said, for the Chariot card, so things are moving forward for that. All of these Wands, Chariot card, none of these are blocked. The road is open for it. It's happening. It's moving forward. But in terms of the timing, I could project a timing based on the cards, but I'm not going to project a timing based on the cards, not to be a jerk, but because that the universe and your guides are saying that's not the point. The point is, yes, it's going to happen, but enjoy the moment where you are right now and let go of the needing to know when. So when we get those little like messages from the universe, I think they're potent and they're amazing. So it's happening, but be present in the moment, be mindful in this moment. That is a great spiritual practice. So I love that. So it is happening. Let it unfold. I would say the best thing you can do for it, the best thing you can do is say perfect outcome and perfect timing. Wonderful thing to add to our spell work, where we get detached from the timing, because we're now setting the universe, better than I, on the timing of it. Let the timing be perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to hear my number one tip for speeding up timing?
Yes.
I've always found that, like, if we start expressing some gratitude for the time that it's taking and realizing like, oh, this is a blessing because now I can be more prepared for this thing. I think that helps a lot. But the real trick, like the hack, is start making changes that are going to support what you want, right? So start getting ready and start like beating that drum and doing things that are in support of it. I mean, with someone proposing, I think with that, it's like, just like you were saying, enjoying the relationship and like being present in the moment. The charm that I pulled is the castle. And you really already said everything I was going to say, so now I have to think of new stuff to say. But one thing that came to my mind with this is like, in every Disney movie, they have like the happily ever after ending, right? But in no Disney movie do they spend the whole movie thinking, when is that castle going to get here? When is my happily ever after going to be? Maybe they mention at the beginning, and then they are way too caught up in dealing with saving the world, usually, to really worry about that. And then it falls into their lap. So they're not thinking about it. The pressure is on for other things in all of those situations. So give yourself some good pressure in other areas instead of putting so much pressure on this, and just enjoy the relationship, enjoy the moment, enjoy pre-engagement, and then you can enjoy engagement, and then you can enjoy a wedding, and then you can enjoy being married, right? You want to enjoy and experience every step of that process instead of just skipping over stuff. So yeah, enjoy this time and express some gratitude for it. And it's absolutely coming. Happily ever after is ahead.
Yeah, that castle is so perfect. And I think also when we think about a castle isn't built in a day either, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And the castle being like the ultimate best, most wonderful thing. And so it's not built in a day. So not that it's going to take as long to get to it as it would be to build a castle. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying in that what we saw the last time we did this reading was that he was preparing. And I get that sense that now things are speeding up. So whatever he's planning or whatever he's preparing, yeah, it's going to be great. Maybe part of it is he wants to really surprise you. So if you know, then you won't be surprised. And maybe that's why the universe is saying let it go, so that you are surprised, that it is something that's unexpected and delightful. when it happens, you know? So, yeah. I love that things are getting better and better. Thank you so much, Nina. Nina says, I love that. Yeah, it's not easy. Listen, when you're eagerly anticipating something, it's not easy. But think about like the difference between when you're a kid and the holidays are coming up and you're getting so can't wait for your birthday or Hanukkah or Christmas or whatever big holidays coming up. You're excited. There's going to be presents. It's going to be fun. But as you get older, you kind of mellow out about like, oh, I can actually enjoy the season leading up to that, the parties and the events and things like that. Or I celebrate my birthday all month long, those kinds of things. So I think that's like that comes with that. Maybe that comes with having that like, oh, I know it's coming, right? A kid isn't sure that it's coming, maybe, but an adult knows that those things are coming. So you don't have to rush to the holiday or to the birthday because you know it's coming, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, love that. All right, next we have Vivian, then Leslie S, then Leslie, then CK, and then Hilda. If you'd like to get a reading, all you have to do is jump on Super Chat down below or go to Venmo or PayPal, which are mentioned in the comments, pinned to the top of the comments. Where is it, Love Witch?
It's in this video, yeah.
It's in the description of the video. Okay,
yeah.
great. You can go there and you can find the links there. All right, let's do
Or
our
you can
next.
go to madampamita.com/Venmo or madampamita.com/PayPal.
Yeah, easy to remember. All right, Vivian is next. 4 cards, Peace for Ukraine. And what is the upside of my trip being canceled? What is wrong with the internet today? Not a question for the cards. I know we've been having some funny techie things, or Love Witch for sure in New York. And
Yeah.
I think I know you're on the East Coast. There were some funky things going on with the internet this week. It's been a wild ride on the East Coast, New York area.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Tri-state area? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
What are the tri-states though? New York, New Jersey.
They call everything outside of New York City upstate,
Oh, okay, upstate. Even if it's to the west, right?
Yeah, people use that
All
term
right.
very incorrectly. I know that's not actually a true statement.
Oh my God. Okay, so thank you so much, Vivian. So 4 cards, Peace for Ukraine. And so you're going to get that extra bonus card. So we're going to have 5 cards. So let's see what's going on. Oh my gosh, so sweet. This is really sweet. I mean, there's nothing like dramatic that like, sometimes when something happens, it's like, oh my gosh, is something dramatic going to happen? Am I missing that? I think it's like you need to be at wherever you're going to be, whether you're going a little bit later or is it possible for your family to come to you? Because we have 3 of Cups showing up, which is this lovely time spent with loved ones. 3 of Cups is this joyful, really sweet energy. So I feel like it maybe you need to be at home so that you can gather everyone together. Oh, I was just in California. We drove on the freeway. I know it's a whole experience in itself, isn't it? So 3 of Cups energy is like getting together with loved ones, joyful celebration. So I think there's something really sweet that is going to happen. And I know that you have family in Israel. So it's like you're going to go over to visit. But is it possible for them to come over to visit you? Maybe it's your family that's local that's going to come visit. Maybe it's friends and loved ones that you get to celebrate with. But there's this really sweet energy with 3 of Cups, which is like you still have fun, you still get together, you still have a good time. And I don't think there's like a particular meaning of why it got canceled. It may just have gotten canceled for mundane reasons, right? It just may be a simple mundane one. The Empress card shows up next, which is like mama energy. That's why I say it's like family, like your kids coming around. Maybe it's being there with your kids that are local. spending time with them. We also have Queen of Cups, which is also mama energy, psychic mama, which is Queen of Cups. Um, so if I see Empress and Three of Cups, it's like gathering at your home, everybody coming over. And maybe it's like just getting everybody together. Whereas if you just went there, it's just you and your kid that lives over there that are getting together. Maybe it's getting together everybody and on your side of the world. The next card, as I said, was Queen of Cups, and we also have King of Pentacles. To me, that's like this really lovely yin yang match. And so this may be spending time with the father of your kids and spending time together. And there's something that builds up with that. So maybe that's an important thing that happens while you're still at home. So compatible energy, working on that relationship and making it sweet and compatible and loving and spending time together. Lastly, we got an oracle card, embrace your inner child. There's so much about family and children here, but I also think that embrace your inner child is about like doing things that are fun for you. So don't make this, if you're having a staycation, don't make it a staycation where you just take care of the house. Go out and do things locally. Go out and spend time, especially if you have family coming in from out of town. Go do all the touristy things locally. Go on the like boat cruise around the Hudson and the East River and see the Statue of Liberty or whatever it is, all the fun things. Go do those things. Go have fun. Go to Jersey Shore. Go to like do things that your inner child would love to do. I don't know if your inner child would love to go to the Jersey Shore or not. But whatever it is that, if it's going to a museum, going out to eat, going to see movies, I mean, do things that are really fun for you during this time that you had set aside for vacation. But do it with like loved ones, family. Do it. Yeah, do it. This is really good. And it's going to be really nourishing and really sweet. Like with Three of Cups energy, it's just a sweet time. So you're not missing out on anything. You're just having it all in a different location. Yeah. So what do you have, Love Witch?
I pulled this horseshoe, and to me, this really says that, like, I think you're going to get some good luck from this, and maybe that is those good experiences you get to have right here at home. But yeah, like what came to mind for me with this is like when something bad happens or when we have some bad luck, it adds some stuff to our good luck pile that's ahead for us, right? So yeah, I think there's some good stuff ahead for you, and you just need to focus on that, and you get to make your own blessing from this cancellation, right? So pick what you want to do with this time instead that's attainable and do that. Oh, she just posted an update.
That beaches were closed this weekend because of too much fecal. Well, I'm not surprised.
So maybe some other beach or something else entirely. But yeah, find something.
I mean, I say Jersey Shore because I don't know what attractions and things are around you. And I only know that from the TV show. And believe me, Vivian, I do not think of you as being like those kids on that show.
But what fun hair they had.
Oh my gosh, those kids. I was like, this is such a wild, like watching. I only watched the first season because once they got famous, they were not fun anymore. When they weren't famous and they were such doofuses, that's when I enjoyed it. But anyway, oh my gosh. But now I guess they're back to being regular doofuses again. They're not famous anymore. Well, anyway, there's plenty of things. There's beautiful things. I know you are very much a classy lady that would not go to the Jersey Shore. So it can be things. I mean, there's so many beautiful things in the city. Of course, museums and restaurants, and I'll go to Broadway shows. Oh my gosh, the Love Witch can be your role model. Love Witch goes to Broadway shows all the time and sees all these amazing plays and operas and things like that. There's so much to enjoy, and you live right next to a beautiful big city. So many good things, so much culture, great museum exhibits, all kinds of things to do and see. So enjoy what pleases your inner child. I don't think your inner child is a tacky short kid. I am nothing like those. Yes. They aren't really, well, when that short came out, they weren't even really women. Technically, they were, but they were really like teenagers in a slightly adult body. I mean, that's really what they were. That's all.
Intoxicated young adults.
Yeah, talking to young adults is exactly right. Oh my gosh, doing tacky things. And it's not you. That's why I laughed when I said it. Yeah, so I think you can make a lot of fun and just plan an amazing staycation where you do a lot of local fun things with your family. Yeah. No towers or swords. Yeah. So your family's safe, all is well. I just think it's like I don't even get like there's some big meaning. Sometimes things just happen and we get to enjoy a different experience. But I don't get like that there's something you're avoiding by going. It's more like, oh, you get to experience this, and how do we use that to our advantage? Don't just fritter away that time. Take that time as a real staycation, or maybe even take a little, go a little local trip, like a little road trip somewhere could be great, or take a train somewhere. You know, if we were in different circumstances, I say, you got all the bicentennial things going on, but I'm not feeling, or not bicentennial, whatever this is, bicentennial plus 50. There are all these, things, but I'm like, I'm not really feeling it right now myself either. I'm just like, whatever. So, all right. Yeah. Yeah. So everything's good. All right, Vivian, sending lots of love.
Thank you so much.
Let's do a couple of announcements. First, do you want to tell people before, I think before we jump in with some regular announcements, tell people what's going on at the Love Witch, nyc.com.
I've got a bunch of new free tools over at my website. So there's like spell timing calculators and astrology profile tools and a million things. I can't even remember all of them right now. There's so many new things. So yeah, head over there, go to thelovewitchnyc.com or thelovewitch.nyc. Both links work. And then click on resources at the top and then free tools. And you'll see them all there.
I'm telling you, okay, you guys, the Love Witch is downplaying how amazing this is. You're being very modest, first of all. She all of a sudden is a coding genius who is now, with some help, creating and making all kinds of tools for you to find like your astrological chart, compatibility charts, numerology. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And all of these resources are free. All card reading, tarot reading. So, these are things that are great resources for you to have fun, right? They're really great. Like if you want, it's like I will say, and I've said this many times, there's no substitute for a real person and real intuition doing a thing. But I also am the person that will absolutely do that free online tarot reading with a, with a computer, or the astrological chart with a computer. It's not the same as having Miss Kelly do your astrology, which is going to get in much more nuanced, but it sure as heck is fun. And if you have a person, let's say, for example, you want to see about your compatibility around someone, jump on this thing and you will be surprised at the information you get and how accurate it is. It isn't detailed like a real in-person reading, but it certainly will give you, it's a great fun tool, and it can really actually be quite magical, So, yeah. So
and it's a great starting point too. Like, you can, any of those reports, you can have them emailed to you, and then you could take that email and have Miss Kelly look over it with you in a session, or I could I can't go as deep as she can, but I could look at it and go a little bit deeper than what it says there. So yeah, save it, look at it later, like sit with it for a while. But there's so many things on there. So I do encourage you to go take a look and sign up for my email list while you're there. And then you'll get updates about when I put other new things up.
Oh my gosh. It's such a good thing. I really, really think you need to, I want to show people. Can I just go in and
Sure.
I'm going to be showing people because I want people to see how great this is. Because I know me saying it is talking it up more than the Love Witch, but when you see it, your mind will be blown. All right. So here's what you do. I'm going to show you right now. You're going to go over to thelovewitch.com. Why won't it come on? Here we go. Oh, wait.
Don't
Allow.
go to the lovewitch.com. That's not me.
Oh, sorry.
The lovewitchnyc.com. One day I will own the lovewitch.com, but they won't sell it to me yet.
All right. So this is the Love Witch, as you can see, the lovewitchnyc.com or the lovewitch.nyc. Go to resources. Look at these things. Free tarot reading, spell ingredient finder, spell timing calculator, numerology love profile, personal love forecast, birth chart love profile, love compatibility. When she said she can remember, moon
The
phase
reason,
spell
right?
guide, planetary hour calculator. Is today a good day for a love spell? Next Venus hour for love spells, love spell candle, free love spells, love magic blog, love advice. Oh, that's your blog. So that's
Yeah,
not,
and some of those
that's not
links are blog posts as well.
but
But
look
all of
how
these are great
cool.
resources that you'll love and that are so useful. I use them myself, right? Like I go and use these exact tools to find the planetary hour or to figure out like how today is looking for spell casting. So yeah, these are
Right?
tools that are tried and trusted by the Love Witch.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, nobody needs to sit there and figure out the planetary hours with math. Who needs math? That's why we
Yeah,
have
don't do that.
calculators, right? So, yeah, so just go over there, check it out. Beautiful site, and you'll see, and you can have it emailed to you. Yeah, for
Yeah.
free. It's
And
all
one more
free.
thing while you're there, I have new lip balms. You know, I have had the Pay Me and Kiss Me lip balms for a while, and they've been out of stock, and a lot of people have been wondering when they would come back in stock. And so they're back. They're better than ever. They're new formulas, new flavors, and now it's an expanded line. So I have the Kiss Me, um, the Pay Me, just like before, and now I also have Bless Me and Protect Me.
Ah,
So they're all so good. They all smell and taste amazing. They glide right on. It's a very smooth formula, not waxy or hard to use. So I hope you'll check those out. You can find them at my site or on madampamita.com or at Parlor Funders. They're all the places.
all the places. Oh my gosh. Well, let me do. Why don't we jump into a couple more readings, and I'll do my announcements. And then yeah. So we'll do Leslie S and Leslie. Then CK and Hilda. If you'd like to get a reading, go into the description below this recording and you'll see the links, madampamita.com/Venmo, madampamita.com/PayPal, or just go into Super Chat down below, which is the $ next to the place where you comment. Make a donation of $10 per card. $10 is a 1-card reading, 20 is a 2-card reading, and so on. All the donations go to feed seniors in Ukraine who are suffering in this full-scale invasion. 100% of the donation. I even add in the part that PayPal and Venmo take out, and I always send my own money as well. And then our friends, Soboton Harbor, Yulia at Soboton Harbor, there's a small grassroots organization. They feed 300 seniors that are often disabled. And you can see Yulia's in Yulia's feed. You can see the food, you can see the people, and you can get to see what your donations are doing. So yeah. Alrighty, so let's get to Leslie S. Oh my gosh, thank you, Leslie. Thank you for your extra good wishes for Ukraine. Don't forget, if you post a supportive message for Ukraine, I throw in an extra card. General reading of anything I need to know, please. Okay, thank you. You're feeding a whole granny or grandpa. There, so sweet. Changing somebody's life. Honestly, it's like such a magical thing you guys do. Changing lives. All right, got 5 cards for Leslie. Oh, I love it. Okay. All right, so first card. Did you have this one last time? I don't remember. It's one of the oracle cards, and it says trust life. Oh my gosh, I just love the image on that card. Look at that.
It's
Peaceful,
so good.
sweet, all chakras aligned, just living their best life, right? Trust life. When I think of that card, I really think about how we can get so resistant about things, and then when we relax, sometimes we don't offer resistance. Sometimes it shifts the whole energy of something. Like, for example, like, maybe we are like, I have to have that job. I need that job. I'm going to have that job and I'm going to do everything I can to get that job. And then you don't get the job. And we're so resistant. How could I have not gotten that job? And by being so focused and rather than being flowing with it, we might miss out on an even better job. If we're sitting there fretting and worrying and, having all those things, we're missing out. So it is kind of an energy when we say trust life is to say like everything is happening for the greatest good and everything is happening for my highest good, right? Maybe that's a lovely thing for you to say with whatever is happening in your life. If there's drama and trauma and all kinds of things going on, this is all unfolding for the greatest good for all or my greatest good, right? Whichever you want to use. Trust that process because things will lead to good things, even if it's a hard thing. Oh my gosh, I can remember my example of that is I remember getting tower card energy and losing my beloved high school librarian job. I loved the kids. I loved being around the books, the administration, my boss. Yeah. But the rest of it I loved, right? And I could see myself doing that for years and years until I retired. Boop. Job gone. They gave it away to someone and paid them $8 an hour. My job at that point, I was making $22 an hour, something like that. And I was like devastated. But I spent 15 minutes in being absolute abject fear, anger, all the emotions. I went through those Kubler-Ross emotions. I did them all. And then I said, you know what? This is going to open up something good. And whatever that thing is, I welcome it. And in the meantime, I will do tarot reading because I had been doing a little bit of tarot reading for birthday parties and Halloween parties and things like that. I said, I'll just do more tarot reading in the meantime till I figure out what my next gig is. Well, there was no next gig.
I'm so glad.
Here I am living a life that I love so much. Writing books, doing readings, helping people, teaching classes. It's everything that I love. And I think part of it is I didn't resist, right? I said, okay, well, let's just figure it out, and I'll just open up to what comes. And it's like everything opened. So whatever trauma, and I do see the drama and trauma going on because we have Five of Swords, which is like conflict and all of this stuff going on. That card is preceded by the trust life. So if we are having, all this conflict and we're having interpersonal stuff and words are being said, if you just go, this is all for the best outcome, let the best outcome come to me. That relaxing rather than trying to force something is going to produce a better result, way better result. One of the things that follows it is a card that people don't like to see this card, and I freaking love when this card comes up. It's Eight of Swords. Well, Eight of Swords doesn't look like a happy card. Oh, that little rabbit has the light shining down on them, and they're surrounded by swords and everything. It looks like, ugh. But that card represents being in a prison of our own making. This is when we have thoughts, ideas, or beliefs that are keeping us small. It's when we're not thinking outside of the box. It's when we're thinking we know it all. Really, it's like when we're thinking we know everything. Yeah, this is definitely a bad thing, right? We don't know what it's going to bring. So that bad thing may bring the best thing of your life. So when we see Eight of Swords showing up in a reading, it's telling you to get outside of what you think it is. Maybe you think you know, but could you be open to not knowing? Could you be open to maybe it's something else, right? Maybe what I think it is isn't what it is, and maybe it could be something else. An example, again, going back to like a job example with this card, I think of like, Oh my gosh, unemployment's really high. I'm not going to get a job. Wait, what? You think nobody gets a job? Nobody applies for a job when unemployment's high? Nobody gets a job when unemployment's high? And of course, people get jobs. Of course, people get promotions. Of course, good things can happen. But if we are already like stopping those things from happening by our beliefs, it's like we're doing ourselves a disservice, right?
Mhm.
In romance, people do that all the time. All the
Mhm.
good ones are taken. There's no good whatever out there. There's no good partners out there. All the good ones are taken. I'm too old to date. It's past my time to fall in love. People make all of these general broad brushstroke statements all the time and believe them. And that is Eight of Swords. So what if we could question what we're thinking and think outside of the box? Then that looks like something like, well, unemployment might be high, but I'm still going to get an amazing job. Or I am over 60 and some people give up on dating, but I'm going to find an amazing partner, right? It's getting outside of our limited thinking, and that's your work to do right now. That's your work. So you have all this stuff going on. Definitely there's stuff going on, but you can get out of the limited way you are viewing it or way you were thinking about it and go to the thing that you want, right? So if you want, what you want is peace and harmony, right? You don't want conflict, you want peace and harmony, saying, yeah, there's conflict going on right now, but I'm not going to participate in that conflict, and I am going to project peace, and peace will come, right? It's having that, it's really having that bigger view, and spirit's view of everything, that it can lead to good things. Even the conflict can lead to some good things. Maybe the conflict leads you to the discovery of, oh, I don't want to be treated like that by other people, so I'm not going to participate anymore in
Mhm.
this. And when they are ready to treat me in a way that is kind and compassionate, then we can get back to where we were before, right? So I see that with the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is the card of advocating for yourself. So it may be this advocacy that you do for yourself is draw good boundaries. You know, swords represent boundaries, and so maybe it's having good boundaries. When you are ready to speak for to me respectfully, then we can have a conversation. That's a good boundary, right? Or when maybe I need to have a boundary and have that person really far out of my life. I can love them from a distance, but their toxicity is too much, right? I put you're done. Very interesting. Obviously I put open-ended question. You're definitely telling me what I need to know. Yeah, so boundaries are good, but boundaries, like healthy, rational boundaries, right? Non-emotional. All of the swords energy, 5, 8, Knight of Swords. It's all about being rational and not emotional. It's just being calm, rational, and putting that boundary up, right? Putting that boundary up. Your extra card is Page of Pentacles. Oh, with all of this trauma, strife, and everything that's going on, and all this stuff of having to draw boundaries, it's not easy to do. But our Page of Pentacles says, go out and spend time in nature. Go out and be in a garden. Go out and be in a park. Go out and go for a little walk in the woods. Watch out for ticks, though. I'm so paranoid about ticks. Go for a walk in the woods on the path, not in the grasses. Um, go to a lovely little botanical garden. Um, go spend time with your potted plants. I mean, whatever it is, spending time in nature will be replenishing. Page of Pentacles, go play, make it playful, make it fun. What you're doing is nourishing yourself after all the depletion of all of this that you're going through. That will get you back, circle back around to this trust life energy where you're feeling good. I think, it's very interesting. I hope you all are doing this, Leslie, and everyone that's listening, is to pay attention to what you consume And when I say consume, be mindful of what you consume, whether that is energy from people, places, things, um, virtual things, media that we consume. Not to say there's one size fits all for these things, right? I know some people that love to have a political just debate with someone. That ain't me. That is not me. I do not like it. I'll do it because I will speak up, but I do not enjoy it. So if I know that I don't want to have a political debate with someone, I don't put myself in situations where I have a political debate. One I have been paying attention to is this. I don't love looking at advertising and I don't love looking at clickbait. And that's what social media, a lot of social media has turned into is advertising
Mhm.
clickbait. So maybe I don't spend so much time on social media. I really like barely look at anything now. And I just got in trouble on Reddit. So I got in Reddit jail.
Okay, I have to hear about that later.
I'll, I will tell you, I will tell everyone, I'm not ashamed of it. Um, I saw a picture of Charlie Kirk um, and one of the Trump kids and some other guy when they were in Greenland. And I said, one down and two to go. And I got in trouble. And then when I rebutted that, I
The
said, I
stream may
just
soon
met.
be interrupted, guys.
So I am not ashamed of being in jail. I went to jail for the right thing.
Hell
But
yeah.
yeah, it's like I'm just like, well, that was a good sign for me. I'm like, maybe I'm spending too much time on stupid things on Reddit that I shouldn't be looking at, right? So then I just deleted Reddit off of my phone and now I'm not on there
Love that.
anymore and whatever. So, I'm saying like that's where I'm saying this comes in for you, Leslie. This is not a reading about me and my Reddit problems. Is like you need to replenish yourself to get back to this, and so be mindful of what you're consuming. And if people are creating all this conflict, or places are creating, or media is creating all this conflict, like draw boundaries, right? Just draw boundaries, and you're going to be so much happier and so much more content, and your life is going to feel joyful again. And that's what we want to get back to. So yeah. All right, what did you get, Love Witch?
I got a lot from everything you just said. I feel like we've all been there, right? We've all had those moments in our life where we're put to the test. And every time I've been through those things, I've come out on the other side and like, thank God that happened. Even though it was really hard, I'm so glad that I've moved past that and had this experience. The charm I pulled is this beautiful little unicorn. And to me, this really is about soaring above things, rising above it, and allowing yourself to be affected by things is human. And so it's okay. You don't have to beat yourself up about it. But moving right on from it is superhuman and is true magic and witchcraft. So allow yourself to do that. Allow things to affect you for a minute, not an hour, right? Do not let anybody or anything ruin your day. They can ruin up to 5 minutes. That's my rule. And then after 5 minutes, I try my best to just snap out of it. And with this unicorn too, I'm thinking back to your story about being a librarian. And when we're hanging on to things too tightly that aren't actually meant for us anymore, it's going to blow up in our face. And that librarian job was now meant to go to somebody who was going to have an experience making $8 an hour, right? And you were going to go on to enlighten thousands, if not millions, of people through all of your beautiful work. And the same is true for you right now, Leslie. Whatever it is that you're going through, there's a reason, and it's because this next version of Leslie and this next era of your life is bigger and better, and it is above all of this. So yeah, get ready to soar. I think about I was so tied to keeping my rent controlled apartment in Manhattan, right? I was like, my rent is $400. I have to stay here until I'm an old person. There is nothing that could be better than this. Everything is better than that. That place was not so great. It was great for a while, and then it wasn't anymore. And now, do I wish my rent was $400? Absolutely. But I'm doing so much more and have such a better life because I'm not hanging on to this thing that I'm not meant to have anymore. Which
Yeah.
was actually, I think, not good for my health. It was so dusty there. And the environment, the people there weren't as good as the people here. And this place is the place of my dreams. I couldn't have had this if I hadn't have let go of that thing that I was holding on so tightly. So yeah,
Yeah.
let go of things that maybe they did serve you. I had a great 6 years in that apartment. You can have a great experience and then even a bad ending, but like it doesn't take away of how the experience was. And now you
Mm-hmm.
get to go on and have bigger and better ones. On to the next thing. Remember how I
Yeah.
said I actually use the tools on my site? It is now almost 10 o'clock, which means we're entering the hour of the sun. So I have to go put out a candle that I was burning during the hour of Mars. So I'll be like,
Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. Oh my gosh, Leslie, thank you so, so, so much. So we get to see your beautiful
oh,
caftan in
I didn't
full
just
length.
stand up to show this off, I swear.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But yeah,
I'm
that's a good example of how
obsessed.
you can use planetary magic. Like I'm burning a blue candle during the hour of Mars to help quiet relationship issues in someone's marriage. So yeah,
So sweet,
happens
right? Oh
twice a
my
day, right?
gosh. I love that. I love that. All right. Well, thank you so much, Leslie.
Thank
We
you,
love you so
Leslie. Good
much.
luck.
All right, next Leslie. Leslie, the second Leslie, not Leslie S. Um, oh my gosh, sending love to Ukraine. So we'll have two. Thank you so much. We're gonna have a 2 card reading for you, one for your donation and one for your supportive message for Ukraine. What do I need to know about the potential for Chris and me to reestablish a relationship this year? My name is Leslie. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's take a look. I love your question. What do I need to know? That's a great, anytime you ask a question, I mean, you can ask any question and I'm happy to take any question. So don't anybody take this the wrong way and think I'm criticizing, but how and what questions are so juicy in a tarot reading? How do I get to this? What do I need to know? Right? We can go very, very deep with it. All right. Oh, wow. It's really, this is not an easy relationship to reestablish. I'm going to say that. Doesn't mean that it's impossible, but you got your work cut out for you. The first thing that I see is 9 of Swords. And this is probably the biggest thing that you have to deal with, the biggest thing you have to work on. 9 of Swords is like, you can see like this little rabbit is having a bad dream, right? All these little monsters in their dream. So I kind of get the sense that you're having to, for you guys to reestablish a relationship, both of you are going to have to get over the memories of the past and the worries and anxieties that those memories contribute to. So it's a cleansing really that needs to happen in this relationship. A cleansing, whether you do a cleansing, a great one would be doing a cleansing candle spell or doing like a cleansing poppet on both, cleansing bath for you, cleansing poppet on Chris. But I feel like there's some like harboring of the part of the relationship that didn't work out and clinging to that. Could be both of you that are doing that. Yes, you may remember all the good things and that's why you remember and want to come back, but there's also a part of you that may be a little afraid of coming back because of what happened before. It may not show up now, but it may show up later. I'm going to give you an example. Somebody, you were in a monogamous relationship and somebody is unfaithful. Now you break up. Now you want that person back and you really, 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 really want them back. And you're like, we can work on this. We can do it. We can do it. That's great. But then when you get back into the relationship, the old memories are going to rear their head. Then every time they are out, you're going to wonder, are they with someone else? Right? You haven't healed that relationship. You haven't gotten rid of the nightmare and the bad memory, even though you wanted to be back together and you're working on the relationship. So what it's going to take is for both of you to be able to truly, truly let go of the past, truly be there and not bring up the issues of the past. That's the ticket really of it. And so that is not easy to do. That is not easy to do. Could you do it? Sure, you can do it. If I were in your shoes, I would probably do some cleansing work around it because I just want to cover all my bases and make sure there's a spiritual cleanse to clean up all the, like, clean up on aisle 6, right? To, get rid of all of the old memories or worries or anxieties, because, these are almost like little entities, just like in this card, these little entities that, while you're in the process of trying to work it out and get back together again, they're not rearing their head. But as soon as you're back with the person, they can come back and come back with gusto, because, you have something triggers a memory or something happens. They just may be spending time with friends, but then you're like, are they really spending time with their friends? Or are they running around? So, unless you've dealt with the underlying fears, and that can be in therapy, that can be certainly spiritually and magically, but until you deal with those, I have a feeling that for both of you, you've got some water in the bridge you got to clean up. That's got to happen. All right, the next thing is like 7 of Wands. So 7 of Wands is a card that it's a challenge, but it's doable. Again, you're both going to have to be willing to do the work. So if you're, if it isn't a relationship where you just get to come together, brand new relationship, everything's perfect, everything's, storybook fairy tale relationship, and you got to fly off in the sunset. You got to do work on this relationship. 7 of Wands says you can do work on it. You can reach the top. You can get to the place where you're back together, but it's like climbing a mountain. 7 of Wands is climbing a mountain and overcoming those obstacles. Are you a mountain climber or not? Like, Love Witch knows about my obsession with Mount Everest. I do think that I'm probably, one past life, I've got a dead body up there. I am the dead body that's up on Mount Everest. But, am I a mountain climber? I can watch all the movies about Mount Everest. I am never going to, not in this lifetime, am I ever going to climb Mount Everest. That ship never even was going to sail at any time in my life. I'm not that athletic, right? And I don't have the desire for it. So you have to have the desire to do the hard work to get to the top. If you don't, you're going to, in the Mount Everest analogy, you're going to end up being a landmark for people for years to come. So if you are willing to do the work, and that is hard work, and you both have to be willing to do that hard work, yes, you can get to the top, and yes, you can get reunited. But I think that the main issue is you've got these old ghosts, old skeletons in the closet that are going to peek out once you guys get back into a relationship, and that has to be cleaned up. So it is doable. It's not easy, but it is doable. But how you got to both be mountain climbers to do it. So yeah, I think I don't think this is unique to you, Leslie. This is every relationship that reconciles. Every relationship that reconciles. I'm going to tell you a little secret. I do reconciliation work, and Love Witch will do reconciliation work, spells for other people, but not everybody does. And there are plenty of people that absolutely will not do reconciliation work. And the reason is this: it's this tale as old as time. If people are coming back together and they have not dealt with the issues that broke them apart in the first place, they are bound to repeat those issues again. And then it's like, yes, we can get you back together, but we can't guarantee that you're going to stay together. And so I always tell people when they're doing reconciliation work, definitely we do a reading beforehand. We take a look at the situation. But if you're doing reconciliation work, it's not just about getting back together with the person. It's doing the work to heal the things that broke you up in the first place. And that isn't always the easiest work to do. People just want to sweep it under the rug, but it won't be swept under the rug ever, ever, ever. I can't think of one relationship where there was something that broke people up where if they didn't deal with it, they got back together again, they didn't break up again. They dealt with it somehow. If they stayed together on that second go round, it's that because they did the work. Yeah. So it's good-ish news. There's possibilities there, but you're getting this direct message from your guides about what the work is that you have to do to get there. And then you got to decide if you're up for that. right?
Mhm.
Are you up for a climb of Mount Everest? Maybe yes, maybe no, right? So,
My gosh,
yeah.
I was going down like a Mount Everest rabbit hole the other night at around 3:30 a.m. as I was trying to get to sleep. Not a good time to be reading about people dying on mountains. And I read about one guy who's been up to the top 36 times, but he's one of the like, are they called Sherpas? That like,
Sherpas, yeah, the
yeah,
Sherpa,
he's like
yeah,
the Sherpa.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I pulled this lightning bolt charm. So I do think that like a jolt of electricity is what the situation needs to like be restarted, kind of like a jump start. But it's like that's what's going to get it started. That's not what's going to keep it together. So I think you really have to ask yourself about why did things go wrong before? What needed fixing to begin with? Because you know if your radiator falls out on the highway, turning the radio up isn't going to help. Like, it's only a matter of time until your car is not moving. So, really, you can do a spell, you could even do a reconciliation spell, but really think about what the work is going to be that you're going to have to then do once this is back together. And yeah, I think if you're going to do a spell, do a cleansing spell to get rid of that stale energy. Work with Van or energetic purification. Yeah, because I think there's probably a lot that needs to be cleared out, both on an energetic level and then also on a very practical level. That's going to involve some deep conversations, right? So be prepared
Yeah.
for those. Be thinking about what you want to say.
Yeah. And you also have to both be on board for that work. It's not a one-way
Yeah, it's not
street.
something one
You know?
person can do.
Yeah. But there's possibilities for this. It's not impossible. It's just going to be take work. So if
Hmm.
you're up for it, that's awesome. Yeah, and then you can do it. If Chris is up for it, awesome, then you guys can do it. So, yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Leslie. Thank you. Thank you. Um, all right, let's do some announcements. Then we have CK, Hilda, Emily, and Devon. Don't forget, you guys. Well, I'm going to tell you about it in the announcements. Why don't I just do that? Okay, so let's get to that. Hold on. Here you go. Don't forget, if you have questions about magic, I've got answers. I mean, we don't really ask questions about magic here, but we do have a free live magic Q&A tea party that you can join. Free means it doesn't cost anything. Live means it's live on Zoom, and we talk about magic. The Q and the A are the questions, and you got the questions, I got the answers. Tea is optional. I have some tea. I do have some tea. It is the most delicious mint iced tea is what I have right now. Um, so if you'd like to join in on that, you can sign up at spellsquad.com or use this QR code or go to madampemita.com and just hit the join button and you'll see the place where you can enter your name and email and then we'll email you over the link plus a whole lot more. Besides this, you get like all kinds of freebies, discount coupons, all kinds of cool things by joining the email list. It takes place every Sunday except for the first Sunday of the month at 5 Pacific, 6 Mountain, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. We do a book and a deck giveaway each week. We gave away to earlier today, we gave away Container Conjure by Star Casas, generously given to us by Wiser Books. So yeah, come on and join us. It's free. It's a fun hangout every Sunday. This is what we're doing right now, Tarot for Kindness. You can get a tarot reading and more from Madame Pamita and guests and help feed seniors in Ukraine. We do tarot readings live for $10 per card on YouTube on Sundays after the Q&A or workshop, usually around 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Sometimes it's a little later on the first Sunday of the month because of the workshop. Our partners at Soboton Harbor provide 2 weeks worth of groceries for over 300 seniors each month, and you make it possible. We also do a book or deck giveaway each week. And this week we're giving away the Hedge Witch's Little Book of Flower Spells by Tudor Bath. That's what we're going to be giving away at the end of this whole cycle today. If you get a reading, you're automatically entered to win. We spin a wheel and then we tell you what to do. So if you're here and you're going to leave after you get your reading, make sure you come back and watch the recording, right? So that you know if you won or not, so you can reach out to us. All you have to do is go to youtube.com. You're already here / Madame Pamita. You already got that part right. But the part you may not have done is to hit subscribe and the notifications bell. Do that. Do it now before you forget. If you have a subscription to any of our workshops, the new moon, full moon, Slavic Sunday, Sabbath candle subscriptions, you need to move it, and you have it over on Parlor Wonders. You need to move it over to madampamita.com. So just reach out to us in chat at madampamita.com, and we'll help set you up. And we'll give you a free video workshop, a video on demand workshop for free. Got some live events coming up. I'll be at Mystic South in mid-July, Northwest Tarot Symposium in Portland, Oregon on July 31st to August 2nd, Temple Fest in Charlton, Mass, September 4th through 7th. Our July Cancer New Moon Dajbo Prosperity Candle Spell is on sale now. This is a spell for wealth and abundance. Dajbo is the sun god. His energy is about radiant abundance. So this is a great way to open up that pathway to money flowing to you. New Moon Spell Kit, new Deluxe New Moon Spell Kit, or New Moon Group Spell Service where I do the spell for you. It's available until July 1st. Go to newmoonspells.com. Our full moon workshops are going strong. We have a shamanic witchcraft workshop series, 13 full moon classes. Our next one is June 29th, shamanic nature spirits. Subscribe and save 25% or more. Our Slavic Sundays workshops. Next one is July 5th, Slavic bathhouse rituals and magic. That's my birthday, by the way. August 2nd, we have Slavic harvest magic. You can find out more at witchcraftworkshops.com. Our Sabbath candle magic workshop. Sorry, this has the one from yesterday on it. I didn't update my slide. Our next one is going to be the end of July. It's around the end of July. I think it's the 31st of July, something like that, somewhere around there. It's going to be not about numerology. We already have done that one. It's going to be about candle spell layouts. You can find it by going to witchcraftworkshops.com. If you love our witchcraft workshops but find them financially out of reach, we have scholarships. Go to madampamita.com/scholarships. We offer a limited number of scholarship spots each month for students in need. We aim to empower individuals from marginalized communities, including LGBTQ, not marginalized by us, by the way, but marginalized by the world, LGBTQ plus, BIPOC, immigrant population, anyone who has faced economic hardships. Don't forget, if you'd like a free 30-minute session with me, we give away one every month. Just leave a review at madampamita.com and you'll be entered into our monthly giveaway. For each written review, you'll automatically be entered into that month's giveaway. You can leave as many reviews as you want for things that you've purchased: product, candles, oils, services, candle services, sessions with me, readings, whatever. Workshops, you can leave reviews for workshops. Once you do that, you'll be entered to win. Congrats to our May winner, Tanya Z. You could be our June winner. If you want to find out more, you can go to magicgiveaway.com, but all you have to do is leave those reviews. All right, those are my announcements. All right, so we have CK coming up, then Hilda, then Emily, then Devon, then Steelers Nation. Okay, so, oh, wait, Bruce is there. Wasn't on the list. Oh, this is for CK. Okay, sorry. Hi, Bruce. One card reading for my friend CK. She's thinking about buying a house. Where does tarot suggest that the house is located? She sends a message of peace and love to Ukraine. Oh, thank you, Bruce. It's good to see you here. All right. Where does tarot suggest the house is located? Let's see. Okay, this is interesting. So when we look at locations, we can use the suits of the tarot minor arcana to figure out locations. It's not going to pinpoint it, but it's going to point in a direction: north, south, east, or west. So since you had two cards, and I pulled two minor arcana cards, we've got two suits. So we have 3 of Wands and 10 of Pentacles. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the meaning of these cards, but when we look at direction, this is south and this is north. So Wands is south and Pentacles is north. So how can you have south and north? To me, that says right where you are right now. They cancel each other out, right? If I'm like go to the south. And I'm like, go to the north. You end up right back in the same place that you were before. So wherever CK is living right now is where they should be looking. She should be looking. I know she. It's where she should be looking, where she is right now. Let's talk about the energy of this. So, and if she wants to look in her local area, look to the south and look to the north for the particular house, like regions to the south of where she is and regions to the north of where she is. But to me, it's saying like in the general location. Like for me, I'm in Santa Monica. If I got this reading, I'd say, oh, I need to stay in Los Angeles and not move somewhere else. So it could be to the north of me. Oh my gosh, that would be nice. Malibu, Pacific Palisades. Palisades isn't so nice right now, but Malibu has some issues too. But or to the south of me, Marina Del Rey, Venice, that's where I would be looking, right? But in LA. So I think, if she thinks about like that larger idea of staying put, not having a move like across the country or to even a new city, but looking at regions that are very close to where she is right now. Three of Wands. This is very beautiful. I love this. This is a card that's about like it's happening. Be patient, but it's coming to you. So to me, it's like the door is open. Trust in the whole process. It's not going to happen immediately, but it will happen, and it will happen. I'm not going to say it's like a long time, but certainly it's like you're putting it out there and it comes back to you. So there is a little delay in it happening. But that would be the first thing that I would say. Second card is 10 of Pentacles. This is a house that she is going to stay in. This is a house that's going to be like her permanent place, right? So in the general region of where she is now, like I would say driving distance from where you are now would be a good way of saying that. Not I have to drive and then spend the night at a hotel and drive some more. That's too far. So driving distance of where she is right now, and I would say look to the north and look to the south. But she's going to find something that's really like that she loves. That's going to be like her forever home. It's going to be something really great. So yeah, so sweet, right? It's good driving distance from where you are. Like you could drive there and drive back home again in the same day. That's the distance. What do you have?
I pulled this fish charm. So I think there's a chance it could be near water. But this fish specifically reminds me of the fish in the Page of Cups. And to me, that's such a like playful, joyous card. And also a card about animal communication. So I would say it's going to be a place she loves that makes her really happy. And she may want to do some, if she has pets, she may want to do some magic by asking her pets to put out some feelers. It might feel silly, but I have a proven track record with this. When I was maybe like 10 or 11 years old, we had a cat who had disappeared for months. It had been like 3 or 4 months. And I was letting another cat out one day, and I said, "Don't come back until you've got Munk Munk with you." And like 10 minutes later, 2 cats were at the door, and one was the missing cat. So you have to ask. So I would say, let your pets know. We're getting ready to move. You don't need to be scared. It's going to be really exciting. You're going to love the place so much. Let me know if you see anything.
Right?
Right?
Or help.
They're not going to talk to you. Or maybe they will. If you're an animal psychic, they may very clearly tell you. But, maybe if you have a dog and it's in your neighborhood, they're going to start to pull you in a different direction on your walks, and you're going to discover it that way. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of opportunity there. And maybe it's by water.
Yeah. And it could be that a place opens up where she can have a pet too, right? If she doesn't have a pet right now, it's like a place where that is going to be an option that's available. I love that. I really get that water though, near the fish is a house near the water. Yeah. Whether that's north or south, but driving distance there and back in the same day. All right. Thank you so much, Bruce.
Oh, also, Bruce had the word for us. It's semi-quincentennial.
Oh, thank you. See if I'm blocking it, Bruce, because I'm so not jazzed about it right now. I think our
understandably so.
Oh, yeah. All right, Hilda is next, then Emily, then Devon, then Steelers Nation. If you'd like to get a reading, all you have to do is check out the description below, you'll see the links where to go to make a donation. Make that donation, $10 per card. Leave a supportive message for Ukraine, and I'll throw an extra card in. All right, Hilda, 20 on Venmo, sending love and prayers to the people of Ukraine. How can I feel more connected to God's spirit and the sacred in my everyday life? Oh my gosh, Hilda, this is a lovely question. Well, I know one of the things you're doing is you're going to have a candle that you're going to be working with. I love that, the idea. Have that be like your spiritual center candle. So good. That kind of encompasses all of the things, right? So good. All right, so let's take a look and see. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Such a good reading. What a great question. And your answer makes my heart very happy. Okay. The first card that came up for you is express your joy. Express your joy. That's how you connect to God's spirit and the sacred in your everyday life. Okay, so I'm going to point out something. Kitten Chops, who made this deck, is a painter. Obviously, she painted all these paintings. So her little person, being fox person, is painting. But what brings you joy, Hilda? Is it something creative? Is it something being around people? Is it socializing? Is it being quiet and reading a book? Is it gardening? Is it dancing? Is it, what is it? What brings you joy? That is your homework. That is your homework. List the things that bring you joy. And I would say to you, your next part of your homework is to take that list and make a list and stick it on your refrigerator with a magnet of all the things that bring you joy. And then when you want to do your devotional, do one of those things that bring you joy. What brings you joy? It's a great thing to focus on, and it will bring you closer to spirit 100,000%.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing. Second card is Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is saying you also, this is a great recipe. So, first ingredient, things that bring you joy. Second ingredient, having a mission in life, having a goal and a mission of love, right? Well, I would call this a love mission because it's cups energy, but it's like, what's your personal mission? That's different than joy. Ah, no, I love that. That's different than joy. Your heart mission can bring you joy, but your heart mission is different than your joy. So like you may have find joy in dancing. I'm just going to say this. Love to dance. It brings you a lot of happiness. I'm going to a dance party on Friday. That's why I'm thinking of dancing. But it brings you a lot of happiness. You have a lot of fun. You do all those things. But your heart mission may be teaching others to dance, right? Your heart mission may be including people that are standing on the sidelines in dance, right? It's different than your joy. Will it add to your joy? Absolutely. Will it bring you joy? Absolutely. But it's more purposeful. It's more purposeful. So what is it that you care about? That's what cups represent, is the heart. What do you care about? Do you care about people? Do you care about animals? Do you care about plants? Do you care about books? Do you care about movies? What do you care about? And then how can you turn this into a mission? There can be so many great things. Like maybe you care about birds. So put up a bird feeder around your house and feed the birds. Go to the park and feed the birds if it's safe and allowed. Go donate money to a bird sanctuary, right? Make it your personal mission to do the thing that you care about, but doing it consciously as an offering to God, to your spirits, to the universe, That's what you need to do to open up that spirituality. I know people that are like, they love animals. I mean, I brought up birds, but they love animals. They go volunteer at the shelter and they go take care of the animals and play with the dogs or clean the cat boxes or play with the kittens, right? So they make it a mission to volunteer to do those things that are important to them. I am volunteering on my own to raise money for seniors in Ukraine because you know what? I love old people. And you know what I love? Ukraine. And so it was a no brainer for me to help seniors in Ukraine. Guess what else I do? I also help kids that have lost their parents in the war in Ukraine. I also do a lot of things you guys don't know about, right? I do all kinds of things. I help Native American College Fund. I do all kinds of NAACP. I donate money, but my time and my energy is here, right? Money, donating money. These are the things. People are important to me. And I feel my heart really feels drawn to people that are suffering and suffering because of institutions and society. So that's where my heart goes, right? I donate to the Trevor Fund. I mean, like there's all kinds of things that I do. I do when Madame Ozma does her fundraiser for Trans Lifeline, I go and do tarot readings for free there, right? For donate, then people make donations and we donate. So it's like, so if I were to give it one overall thing, it's like people who are suffering and I can do something to mitigate that suffering. And the suffering is something institutional or societal. That's the thing that really speaks to me. So I'm not saying this to toot my own heart. I'm saying this as an example. You may be the person that loves animals and goes and saves animals. You may be the person that loves nature and wants to join in California, it'd be the Sierra Club, or to join some kind of saving the natural wild spaces or clean water, clean air, right? So all of these are great. There's nothing wrong with any of these. It's where your heart leads you is where you need to go. So what speaks to your heart? Who do you want to help or what do you want to help? That is how you show your devotion, right? That is how you show your devotion. Last one, 10 of Cups. Oh my gosh, look at all that joy. This is look at this as a happy family. So this is being loving to the loved ones around you is also a devotion. It has been said that if you want to really test your spiritual practice, be loving to your family. Be loving to your family. Do it right at home. Yes, help all the people out there that you don't know, but be loving to your family. Be loving to your loved ones, right? That can sometimes present the biggest challenges, but it's also the biggest reward. So be patient. That is not to say by any means we all have different experiences with our families. Believe me, there are some families where there's personality issues and there's abuse and things like that. I'm not pretending that that doesn't exist, but you do the loving thing for yourself, maybe drawing boundaries with certain people in your family, maybe the loving thing to do, right? But do the love in action with the people around. I love my family. Good, Hilda. I'm glad you have a happy family. I love my family too, right? We have all gotten along pretty much. My brother and I, not so meh. My brother and I were a little on shaky ground, but my sister, my mom and my dad, my kids, we be loving to the people around you. That's it. So this is how you put your spirituality into action. It's like have your mission, do your joy, and love the people around you. What a beautiful, beautiful message. What a gorgeous message for you. Easy to say, but takes some energy to do, right? We sometimes don't honor our joy. We just work and work and work and work, and we don't do the joyful things. We put off our mission in life. Oh, one day I'm going to do that, right? Or we maybe aren't so loving to the loved ones around us. So, yeah, show your love, do your mission, have fun. That's your recipe. What do you have, Liv?
What a lovely recipe. I love that. I pulled this sewing machine, and I think it's so perfect, because it's like, how do you maintain that relationship with spirit? You get to design it, you get to make it. So you do so in the way that is most appealing to you. If you know how to sew, you're not limited to the clothes that have already been made. You can make your own. You're not even limited to the clothes that have been designed, because you can take a pattern and change it, right? So use your skills, use your tools, and use your imagination to picture exactly what it is that you love and how you can bring more of it into your life. Yeah, and like, it's not something you will ever regret.
Yeah.
I guess unless what you love is like hard drugs, you're never gonna regret really doubling down on the things that bring you joy and that bring you closer to spirit. And here's the thing too: it's like, they do
I'm
not
here.
have to be something that other people have assigned like a spiritual connection to, right? Like, I love opera, and when I go to the opera house, I feel a connection to the divine. And I feel something similar to how I felt in church when I was a kid and everybody was singing, right? There's a frequency there. I do not tap into that when I go to a church now. I have all these other associations, but I can find it in other places.
Yeah.
So find things you love, find things that make you feel close to God or make you feel close to your magic, and then just drink them up as
Yeah.
much as you can.
Yeah. I love that because exactly what you said, with sewing, when you sew for yourself, you're really making
Mhm.
something that fits you perfectly, right? You don't have to
Mhm.
buy it off the rack and maybe the bust is too big and the waist is too small and you are getting something that fits you perfectly, like a couture, beautiful couture gown, right? Beautiful couture
Yeah.
outfit. And so that's what you're doing, and love what you said it. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah. And you can take old things too, right? Like things that you've worn in the past. You can tailor those, let them out, take them in, make them a new thing. It's totally fine to repurpose them. That's the beauty of magic and of being a witch, is there's nobody making the rules. You get to make them
Yeah.
yourself. And there are all kinds of suggestions out there, including a lot that contradict each other. So you really get to choose what resonates for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I believe in you, Heather. You're gonna find those things and you are gonna soak them
I
up.
want you to share with us. Oh my gosh, what healing and inspiring messages. Thank you both so very much. Love. Aw. I really want to know what joy you find. If you feel like next time we're here,
Mhm.
you come on over here and share with us and tell us. I started making a list of joy, and my top number one or my top three are these things. I'd love to know because everybody's flavor of joy is something different, and it's so fun to
Mhm.
see, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and, like, we need different things at different times in our life, right? So, like, I fall in love with things and I go hard on them, and then I lose interest and I move on to another thing, and then I can return to those other things,
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah.
like, a couple of years ago, I was like, "I have to go to the beach every single day or I'll go crazy." I don't feel that way right now, but I still wanna go pretty often. It's still there for me, it's in my toolkit
Yeah.
now. So find those things that make you feel
Oh,
good and then bookmark
oh my
them.
gosh. Love Witch goes to the opera. I play D&D and LARPing. That's my joy.
Same thing. They're up on that stage LARPing,
Yeah.
are you kidding me?
And you're LARPing being fancy, right?
Yeah.
Fancy outfits to the opera. Oh my gosh. I love the opera too, but I definitely have other flavors that the Love Witch doesn't have. Although I have to tell you, I'm playing this amazing game called Dungeons and Kittens. It is the best game, you guys.
That sounds up
You,
my
oh
alley. I
my
wanna
gosh,
try that
it's so
out.
cute. And you get friendship points, and you do meowgic instead of magic, you do meowgic. And you get
That's so
friendship
cute.
points. It's all about, it's kind of like kittens meets Care Bears. You're kind of like doing Care Bear things. It's so no fighting, no death, no blood, not like a normal D&D game where you kill the monsters, nothing like that. We're solving problems and so silly. All right. Next we have Emily, then Devon, then Steelers Nation. All right, Emily. Just a general reading. Anything I need to know right now? Did Emily have a message for Ukraine? To extra card it up. If
I
you
don't
can
see
get one,
it, but if she
Emily,
wants to send
you can.
one.
It's all right.
Oh, also,
Ooh.
Adrian's asking if it's still Parlor of Wonders on PayPal. What's the answer to that
No, it
question?
says, Madam. It says Matt, it should say on PayPal, Madam Pamita. It should say Madam Pamita. I it might say Parlor of Wonders, but I thought I changed it everywhere. It should say Madam Pamita. But if it says it's not Parlor of Wonders, because I don't think there is a Parlor of Wonders one anymore, because I don't know if Jim has one. Anyway, it's
Well, I
Madam.
posted the link in the chat, so click that
Yeah,
link and that's that one. It's wherever that goes.
the right place. You'll go to the right place. You'll go to the right place. All right. So Emily, the general reading, anything you need to know right now? Well, the first thing you need to know, I love this. I mean, it's super sweet right now. Is a oracle card that says explore explore true abundance. Explore true
Ooh.
abundance. I think that's such a lovely card, right? It's abundant with everything: joy, happiness, friends, fun. Like I mean, I really get this message of that card being like abundance is not just about money only. Money is one form of abundance, and we certainly use it because money opens up a lot of things that we can do and see. But money isn't friends. Maybe you can buy friends, but are those the friends you really want? Abundance of all kinds, right? Do you have abundance of love, an abundance of happiness, an abundance of play and fun, an abundance of good luck, an abundance of, you name it, right? So abundance of money is part of it, but it's just such a little part of what abundance means. Abundance of help, abundance of health. These are the things that you want to focus on. I would even say, where it says explore true abundance, maybe a great thing to do is to do that act of counting your blessings, acknowledging what you have, looking at what is good in your life, and taking a beat to say thank you to the universe. Thank you and more, please. Right? Thank you and more, please. Lovely thing to say. Like when you have something good, not that it's like, oh, this is what I'm missing in my life. No, look at what you have. Look at what you have and appreciate what you have. And then you invite more in. So, really good thing. Now, that being said, King of Pentacles is showing up. So, this is more directly about those material things, money, health, and wealth, right? Health and wealth is the King of Pentacles. So, I see this really being a good time for you if you are wanting to get a promotion of some kind or move up in the world in some way, have more success, be more in a leadership role. This is your call to do that. Whatever it is, maybe, because I would say King of Pentacles often has to do with money. It's like, is there a job that you could move up to, or a job maybe in a different company or a different way that you could make more money? I think the option is there and the door is open for that right now. So you get to decide. Nothing in a tarot reading is a destiny, right? It's saying, here are the doors, here are the avenues. You can go down this road or you can go down a different road. So sometimes people are like, ugh, I don't want more responsibility. I don't want more responsibility. So maybe moving up into that role of more leadership is like, I'm good. But what can you do to open up your flow of abundance? That could be. So take what works for you with that King of Pentacles and draw that in. Now, third card is Six of Cups, which is heart connections with others. Now, this is like pure essence of love, because it is it's young people and they're having this really sweet little, I don't know if that's a trifle or a cake or whatever, dessert of some kind in front of them, right? And they're sharing it together. Six of Cups is that sharing energy, sharing of the heart. I mean, that's the cup that's between them, right? We have six on the bottom, but that's a cup that's between them as well. So it's like, what heart connections do you want to nurture right now? What do you want to invite into your life? Is it romance? Is it great friendship? Is it deeper connections with the loved ones that you already have? What is it that you want to activate? Then it's available to you. Real, pure heart-to-heart connections of any kind that you're asking for. This is like absolute, like generous, sweet, very open, very innocent hearts, coming together. So I love that. I love that. Yeah. Thank you, Emily.
I got the lighthouse charm. So I think this is about being guided. So be on the lookout for signs right now. And also just like listening to your gut and to your heart. It knows way more than just like our conscious mind knows. So trust these things. And I think too, if you're doubting your intuition or you feel yourself questioning it a lot, a gratitude journal can be a really, really good way of like keeping track of what you're grateful for and what you're manifesting. But I also spot like a lot of themes when I look back through my gratitude journals, right? And so I think keeping track of like what you're grateful for and what's going on in your life right now, like if you see signs or if you see things that speak to you or that give you chill bumps or even little things, like take notes right now. This is a great time to have like a book of shadows or a grimoire, and really just like writing down the spells that you're doing, the magical acts that you're doing, and then seeing how what results you get, what's working, what seems to not work as well. Yeah, and then let those notes and those experiences guide your magic. um, this can be a really formative time if you pay attention.
Yeah. So good. Yeah. I mean, absolutely. When you want to pay attention to those intuitive hits that you're getting, you want to watch and see how your intuition communicates with you. So when I was
Mhm,
growing up, everything was about clairvoyance, 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 and that is not my natural. I've developed clairvoyance since then, but that's not my natural clair, my natural intuition. My natural intuition is my body feeling it. My
mhm,
natural intuition is a claircognizance where I absolutely know it. So these are the things that once I learned that those were ways of receiving intuitive information, I was like, oh, I've been doing that the whole time. I didn't know that's
mhm,
what. So pay attention to where your senses, which of your senses are activated when you have a hunch about something. That's how
yeah,
you know. How do you, when you have a hunch, how do you know? Do you feel something in your body? Do you just know it in your brain? Do
mhm,
you smell something? Do you taste something? Do you hear something? Do you see something in your mind's eye? That's how you'll know what your clair is, and then start to recognize it, honor it, develop it. There
mhm.
is a whole class. Let's go there. A whole class on developing your intuitive gifts in the at Parlor of Wonders. I'm not Parlor of Wonders, sorry.
MadamPamita.com.
MadamePamita.com. In the if you go into the video on demand workshops, you'll see that video, that workshop there, and you can take that workshop about developing your intuition. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh, and this reminds me, what I was going to say about gratitude journals. I think that's so great because it's something you do every day, right? Write down predictions that you have or like feelings that you get so that you have a record of them, because that's going to be helpful in trusting your intuition too when you have like written proof of being right about things. I
Yeah.
don't know. For me as a Scorpio, I love recording my predictions because I'm like, I was right about that. I was right about that. I was right about that. And all the other things, I'm like, and these things haven't come true yet, but they still will, right?
Yeah.
I'm still right.
Yeah. 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 That's the thing about magic. That's the thing about intuition, is we don't always have the timing for something. And so
Yeah.
we want to say, not yet, but maybe,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Leave
Or
that
maybe
door
like the details are a little shaky or, things can change, right? But yeah, we're rarely dead wrong, especially when
Yeah.
you're listening to your gut. Then it's almost never.
Yeah,
It's
for
good.
sure.
Doing something that
Thank
really,
you, Emily. Thank you. Thank
thank you,
you.
Emily.
All right, Devon is next, and then Steelers Nation. If you'd like to get a reading, just make a donation, $10 per card on PayPal or Venmo or Super Chat. Once you make that donation, come back in here, give us your name, where you donated, how much you donated, and what your question is. If you send a supportive message for Ukraine, I'll throw in an extra card. Devon, I'm sure, put a message for Ukraine because she always does. There we go. Oh my gosh, so sweet. Thank you so much, Devon. Thank you, thank you. All right, so she's feeding a granny, and we're giving her 5 cards because she sent a supportive message to Ukraine. Devon's usual, we know her order here. She wants to know what's going on in the week ahead. Did you have a good birthday, Devon? That's what I want to know. Did you have a nice birthday? If you're still here and hanging out. I know it's late there. Ah, I love it. I love it. Okay. So here's what I'm seeing the week ahead. I remember last week we had all that easy breezy energy. We've got some little challenges, not big ones, little challenges this week. First little challenge is 10 of Wands, a tendency to get burnt out. This one is avoidable. 10 of Wands, when we see 10 of Wands energy, you need to delegate or you need to defer or you need to get help or you need to say no with love and light. You cannot take on all of it. If you take on all of it, you're going to be burnt out. So, did I drop out or did you hear that? Okay.
I heard all that.
Okay, my screen froze. That's why I asked. All right, so that's the first thing for this week ahead. Make sure you're pacing yourself. Make sure you're not saying yes to everything. That's important for this week. You don't want to end up burnt out. Second card, Seven of Wands, is a card of success. That's the one that we saw early, climbing the mountain, but it is a card of success. It takes effort. So I think part of the effort is I've got to pace myself is part of the effort, right? You don't run up the mountain, you pace yourself as you go up the mountain so that you have the energy to reach the top. Oh, I'm so glad you had a lovely birthday. Ah, so great. Yeah, so okay, so you're going to pace yourself and that's how you're going to get to the top of the mountain. Right? Seven of Wands is that we have to climb something. So there is work ahead of you. It's not challenges like hard, heavy energy. It's more like, yeah, I got a lot on my plate energy. So pace yourself, delegate to other people, defer things to another time, or if all that fails, say, I'm not the person to do this, but I know you're going to find the person that can do this if it's optional to you. All right. So next decision to be made this week, Two of Swords, a decision that I think requires you to be logical and rational, but the heart is somehow engaged in this decision. Meaning you might have a feeling about it, but you don't want to lean into your feelings. You want to make your decision rationally and logically. When Two of Swords comes up and you have to take this road or that road, I suggest making pros and cons list for each of the options. Very rational, very logical. It's not about what feels right or feels good. It's about what makes sense, right? The thing that path that you're going to go down is the path that makes the most sense. So, especially for you, cute little Gemini fairy, air sign energy, having lists works for you. Seeing things written out works for you. So writing those lists of pros and cons of each option is going to really make it easy to make the right decision. So then you're not sitting there going, which one should I do? Which one should I do? It's there right in front of you in black and white, right? That you've written it down. You are going to be Master Manifester this week. The Magician is the card of the manifester. So I think as we go over this week, what is it that this is what Love Witch was talking about, which is to have a gratitude journal. What are you intending for this week? That's part of a gratitude journal. Grateful for what you already have and gratitude for what you are manifesting. So having that gratitude, doing that work, setting the intention for the week is the perfect thing to do. What would you like to happen this week? What would you like? I mean, most days, I'm super guilty of this. Most days I just rise and shine and I do my things on my to-do list and I don't set an intention for the day, but I know it works. So yeah, setting intention. Do that. Let's try that for this week. Do that for 7 days and see what happens. Well, yeah, 7 days till next Sunday. What would you like to happen on Monday? What would you like the vibe to be for your day? Right? And do that each morning. Say it out loud, write it down, whatever it takes. And lastly, same thing. We got just on our last reading, explore true abundance. Your bonus card, explore true abundance. Be in gratitude for what is going on be in your life, right? Find the good things in your life and be grateful for them. Be deeply grateful for them, right? Even if it's, I've got a roof over my head, I've got food on my table, those are things. I've got a job. These are things to be grateful for, right? So maybe the job isn't perfect. Maybe the roof needs fixing, but maybe the food isn't gourmet meal, but you have those things. Be grateful for what you have and invite the universe to bring more to you. I love it.
I know that before we were talking about how that card, or about how abundance is not just prosperity or it's not just money, right? But I think you may get some money this week. I pulled this little money bag. So I think some of that abundance is going to be money in your pocket. So if you are faced with hard work this week, or if things feel like a little bit of a grind, remember there's like a financial incentive waiting for you. And yeah, like not everything's about money, but it can be really helpful and it can help us to like get the things we want. So be dreaming about like how you're gonna spend your money and what you want to invest it in once it gets to you, because you've already invested your energy and your time in order to get that payout.
Let's look at that wise Scorpio. I'm like, think about treating yourself. You're like, invest that money. I'm like, treat yourself.
I mean, like invest it in yourself in something fun, right? Like in a beautiful dress, or
Buy
like what kind
yourself
of investments I got over here, Pam.
buy yourself a gorgeous sparkly caftan, right? Oh my
Exactly.
God.
I can send you a
Yeah.
link.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm just like, treat yourself. Oh my gosh. I just treated, what my treat myself was recently? Marrakesh oil. Have you ever smelled Marrakesh oil?
Mhm.
It's a hair product. It's like a shine product. I can't find my shine products. I'm like, I'm gonna get the one I love. Not that expensive. It's like under 20 bucks. But Marrakesh oil smells like so spicy, beautiful spice scent. It is gorgeous. It is the best smell in the world. I love it so much. So if you're a spicy, like I'm a spice gal, I'm a spice girl. I'm
No
Old
wonder I like you
Spice.
so much.
I'm Old Spice. That's my name, my spice girl name. All right. But Marrakesh oil, it just smells like beautiful, spicy, rich scent. Oh, it's so good. So that was my treat myself. So I'm not buying fancy gowns. I'm buying $20 Marrakesh oil. Thank you
The
so much,
occasional fancy
Devon.
gown too.
I do buy a fancy gown. I did buy a fancy gown. I do buy fancy clothes sometimes. Steelers Nation, and then Adrian, if you'd like to get a reading, all you have to do is check out in the description below. It'll tell you exactly your steps that you need to take. Thank you, Devon. We love you. Thank you so much helping those grannies. Steeler Nation, super chat. Are you ever coming down to South Florida or Orlando, Tampa area? Is that a question that I'm reading with the tarot cards?
I guess so. That's the only question they gave us. I don't know if this was just a donation to be nice or if they want you to pull a card on that.
I'm going to do a card. What I should do is there is StarCon, which is a tarot convention, and it's in Florida. Here's the thing, Orlando. I live in Los Angeles.
Ooh.
We have Disneyland here. So I went to Disney World once when I was a kid, but I'm like, yeah, I've got Disneyland here if I want to do that.
I pulled a
What?
charm and I got the witch hat. So I think StarCon is what you need to do. You need to go do something witchy in Florida.
All right, let's see Steelers Nation. All right, let's see what we got. If I'm going to come down to Florida, that would be fun to do. Now you're inspiring me, so I could do it. Have you? So StarCon is STAAR. Oh, you wanted me to see the question. Oh, you're so sweet. Look at this. Look at this card. Judgment card came up.
That's such a cute judgment card.
I know it is. It really is. It is about getting expansive, which totally makes sense. Because I live in California, I'm always like, Florida? It's California with humidity and gators, right? All right.
Well, yeah, how are you going to get gators at home? Hmm?
I know, but there's beautiful Miami, which is very much its own vibe and its own thing. And I've never been to, I mean, I went to Orlando when I was a kid, but as an adult, I've never been to Florida. But you know what's crazy? I was just reading an article in an archaeology magazine, another thing I love. And it was about this little island in that chain of islands with Key West, and it was a little abandoned island that some guy who was doing piracy, like, and breaking up ships and doing, he built a city with streets and everything there, and then it got taken over by the jungle because they couldn't be pirates, I guess, anymore. And this was like in the 1800s. It wasn't that long ago. So I became all intrigued with, like, oh, maybe Key West, maybe I'll go to Key West sometime. The Village people sing about Key West.
Hey, there you go.
So, um, so Florida has like kind of been percolating for me recently in a way that it hasn't been before. And this is saying a yes, like I have to get outside of my limitation and open up to it and go there. So maybe I'll reach out to Christine, blanking on her last name, who runs StarCon, and I'll see if I can do StarCon next year. It's like usually I think in January or February, something like that. That is, so StarCon is STAARCON, and it's all tarot related. So that'd be a fun thing to do. I'm going to be in Georgia, which is the, North Florida, right?
It's up there or
I
down
would be
there. Yeah.
Atlanta. Yeah, I mean, you can come up and see me at just in a few weeks, actually, at Mystic South. I'll be at Mystic South. So, yeah, but yeah, that would be fun. So keep tuned. Check out StarCon 2027. Maybe I'll be on the roster for people. That would be so fun. Yeah, it'd be so fun. That's what I love about conferences, is meeting people in real life, whether it's clients or other creators and writers and all those things. I just love being able to connect in real life, because real things happen in real life, and we can connect certainly here, but we get something much deeper when we connect in person. I had a great time at Northwest, Spirit Northwest. Sorry, I couldn't think of it. Spirit Northwest. I had Jessica, that's part of the Spell Squad. She was there, and there were some other people there. Madeline was there. MC was there, and I got to hang out with them. We had lunches together. We hung out in classes together. What a great, fun thing to do, is to hang out with your students in real life, and beautiful things happen when you do that. So yeah,
So
love that.
I can't click on anything, so I have to refresh, but I'll be right
Okay.
back.
Okay. All right. So we're going to thank you so much, Steelers Nation. And thank you for that donation. Yeah. The answer is yes, I guess. You put it in my mind, but it already had been thinking about Florida. It's like, I would love to go to like Key West or someplace like that, like someplace that's got like a little flavor. I don't know. Maybe. Oh,
Okay, sorry about that.
That's all right. I was saying I'd like to go to Key West or something with like a little flavor. What's the other one? The super gay part of Florida. Do you know? Is it
I don't
Key West?
know. Maybe it's Key West. Yeah, I don't know. My Florida knowledge is very limited.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw these messages. They're asking what part of Georgia.
Oh, in Atlanta. And Atlanta is Mystic South is the conference, and I'll be there in 3 weeks. Mystic South. Just look up Mystic South and you'll see it. And there's tickets available. Oh, I love you. And thank you so much to both of you. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. We love you. Yeah. Mystic South. Come hang out with us. All right. Next is Adrian and then Helen. So if you'd like to get your reading in, now's your chance. And then you're all going to be on the wheel, and you can see, we're going to spin the wheel and see who's going to win the copy of the Hedge Witch's Little Book of Flower Spells. Beautiful hardcover book. Nice little cute hardcover book, all with flower spells in it. What can I do right now to attract greater financial security and success? It feels like I've hit somewhat of a bump lately. Prayers and love for Ukraine. And you're Virgo, Adrienne. Well, you're leaning into that earth sign energy because earth signs are great at attracting security and success. You probably never feel like it's enough, but if someone else looked at what you got, they'd probably go, wow, you really got it made. So
Mm-hmm.
let's see what the cards have to say. Thank you so much for that supportive message for Ukraine. I'm going to throw in an extra card into your reading. Yeah, now I've got StarCon on my mind. I'm gonna have to find out about getting in on that next year. I've also got some things lined up for next year. I'm going to be doing convocation up in Michigan. That's a fun one. I'm looking forward to that. I've never been, but I've heard amazing things about it. All right, Adrienne, let's see what we've got here. Ooh. I love it. I love it. You know what's wild is it's so much about intuition that's going to open up your security and success. I mean, there's a lot about intuition here. So the first card that came up is the High Priestess. Now, High Priestess isn't a cups card, which we associated with intuition, but she is highly mystical and highly intuitive, associated with the moon. You can see the moon up there, and she's in the water, and she's going down to a treasure chest. Look at that. She's diving down naked. Love that. Skinny dipping to get to the treasure chest. So High Priestess energy is really about like trusting and knowing. I would say the first message that comes for you from the High Priestess is knowing your worth. If you want to attract financial security and success, the primary thing to do is know your worth. You are worth every penny and more, whether that is within your work or whether that is purely esoteric and spiritual, and knowing that you're worth having the security and success that you want. So that is the foundation. So you say, I've hit a somewhat of a bump lately. That is the thing that you have to work on right now spiritually, which is to get into knowing your worth, and then projecting that out into the world will be very easy to do. So I am worthy of financial security. I am worthy of success. What I do is worthy of being paid handsomely for. Whatever it is that you need to say, I would say start saying an affirmation every day. Affirmations are casting a spell on yourself, right? Cast a spell of knowing your worth on yourself every day. That's it. Second thing, now this one isn't so intuitive. This is a rational, logical card. King of Swords. King of Swords says, you could probably, I mean, I almost think this is the card that makes me go like, for a reason. I don't love, like, when it comes to like abundance, I like to feel my way. I'm a water sign. I like to feel it. I do not like to sit there and balance my checkbook. I do not like to sit there and do a budget, but this is kind of that. This is that very rational, logical approach to your abundance. Oh, love this, Adrienne. I love it so much. So the second step is to sit down. I mean, this could be as simple as, like, what are all your subscriptions that you're paying for? Are there any subscriptions that you're not using that you could cancel, right? Budgeting. It's like that part of my brain that doesn't want to do it. I have such resistance. I don't know if you have resistance about it or if this sounds delightful to you, but it is sitting down and very rationally looking at your money with no emotion, right? Looking at what you're spending money on, making a budget, sticking to that budget. This can also be asking, once you have established your worth, asking for what it is that you're worth. If you're a freelancer, it's like, this is what I'm worth. These are my prices. If you work for someone else, it's saying, look at all of the things that I have accomplished. I deserve a raise, right? It's stepping up into more responsibility. This is the dad of the king is the dad, right? It's being that responsible one. So there's a little bit of that going on. Next thing, 10 of Cups, right? Um, when you say that you want more security and more financial abundance, I also say look to friends and family, right? Not that they're going to mm, support you financially, but maybe they could give good advice. Maybe they could hook you up with some opportunities. Maybe they could um, help you with some part. Like if I would love it if I had a family member that could do all this stuff for me, but maybe it's somebody that you love, a loved one that's around you that loves and cares about you. I do see a happy, this is also like happy outcome. So like whatever you're feeling is a little stuck right now. I don't see it being stuck for long. I really see it like getting to a happy place again. So maybe with just these two things, knowing your worth and budgeting, you get to that happy place. Um, After you do all of that, I think then you can lean into this King of Cups energy, which is doing the things that you love, listening to the intuition, being in a state of gratitude over your abundance. Maybe it's going back to what you have right now. You might not be in the place that you want to be, but as we've been saying earlier, you say thank you and more, please. Thank you and more, please, right? Which is that state of King of Cups, heart centered energy, right? It's got that big heart in his cup. What do you have, Love Witch?
Well, first of all, that 10 of Cups makes me think about like spending your time around the people that have the thing you want, right? Not because you're trying to steal it from them, but because they can be inspiring and they know how to get there so they can help you get there. So, yeah, I think being really careful about who you're spending your time with. I've noticed like at jobs I've had in the past, if I start spending my time with people who hate working there, I'm gonna hate working there. But if I spend my time with people who are like so excited to come in every day, I'm gonna be excited to see them. So there's real power in that. Two charms came out when I went to Poma, so I'm going to read both. One is a magic wand and one is a tree. So I think this is saying you can do a little magic around it, cast a spell. It doesn't have to be something super fancy. A really easy money spell is brewing some chamomile tea and then rinsing your hands in it for bringing money into your hands. Chamomile has that beautiful gold color. But the tree to me says, maybe it feels like you've hit a wall or like things have slowed down, but maybe that's because growth is happening in ways that just aren't as visible. Because trees grow underground just like they grow above ground, right? So sometimes when we feel like things aren't moving, it's because things are taking root. So maybe give yourself some credit that it's like growth or like that big growth doesn't happen overnight. And so I'm not seeing like the fruit from my tree yet, but that's because that tree needs roots and then it needs branches and then it can, well, then it, needs the right season, the right conditions, then it can produce fruit. So
Mm-hmm.
it's okay to have lulls and to have periods that are less coming in because it's setting you up for when you are going to have those really healthy streams. But yeah, I think it's building right now. And start acknowledging that growth, like pointing out the ways in which things are improving and being like, thank you, universe, I want some more of this. It's not rude to ask for more, as long as you're showing gratitude for what you've received so far.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's so genius, Love Witch. I love that.
Thank you.
Like, I love that concept of the tree has a season. And without that seasons, oh my gosh. Yay! Oh my gosh, Adrian, that'd be wonderful. I hope so. I hope so. Um, so in like a season, like it may just be a season, but nobody goes and looks at the tree with no leaves on it and goes, oh my God, my tree is dead. No, it's winter time. That's the
Yeah,
time there's rest. But spring is coming like around the corner. So we know that. And then we get excited when we see, and we're so appreciative when we see those new little green leaves coming on the tree. I've been really enjoying my tree out front, which is a
too.
deciduous tree. It gets kind of scraggly in the wintertime, but now it's like fully green and growing. So yeah, there's something that's gonna really like it may be just a season and the season will pass and spring is around the corner, right? All
Absolutely.
right.
Thank you, Adrian.
Helen. Thank you, Adrian. Helen. Helen. What do we have for Helen? If last call for readings, Helen is the last one on our list. If you want a reading, now's your chance. make your donation, come in and let us know where you donated, how much you donated, and what your question is. Drop in a message for Ukraine, and I'll throw in an extra tarot card. Hello, Madam Pemington, Love Witch. I love that she puts the heart witch. Love Witch. $20 with deep thoughts and Hail Marys for the seniors and their loved ones in Ukraine. Thank you so much for that. So an extra bonus card, guidance for the summer solstice. Yeah, love to all hear this evening. Yes, happy summer solstice, happy Kupala, happy Litha, happy all the things. Happy Father's Day to anybody that's a dad to a kid or to a fur baby.
And to moms who are playing both roles.
Yeah,
I used to always
exactly.
give my mom a Father's Day card because I'm like, you're pulling
Yeah,
that weight. Why shouldn't you get a card?
yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. I love. Wait, how many did she have? Two plus.
Two
Oh,
plus the bonus one, yeah.
okay. All right. Here's what I have. First off, what a great message for summer solstice. You are free. Look at that. Is that not summer fun, play, joy? You are free. This is for you, really, to remind you you are free. Do what it is that you want to do. Maybe pick your favorite thing and do that. You're free to do it, right? You're free. When someone says to you, you're free, it opens up all possibilities. And then you get to pick the possibility you like the most, right? That's what the energy of summer solstice should be as we move into the season of summer. Just like, hey, I'm going to do this thing that I've always wanted to do. I think that's a great thing. I see some opportunities coming for you, Helen. Two of Pentacles is like you have your main thing and then you have a side thing. Now, this could be like a main job and a side hustle or side job, right? But it can also be like, I usually do this thing, but maybe I'm going to try this thing up here. It could be it's just like adding something new to your repertoire of fun things, of joyful things, of things that ground you and give you stability. It could be, job career stuff, but it's like bringing up that little joyful thing you're free to do right now, right? Lastly, if you do have a plan for something, I want to bring this new thing into my life. Chariot card is saying open road very fast to get to where you're going, right? Just go for it. Go for it. All right. What charm did you get?
I got the chariot too. I got the car. And like there's a few charms in my bag that I directly associate with tarot cards. And this is one of them. To me, this is the chariot. But what I love about this little car is like you are in control. You are driving. You get to decide where you go next. So I do think this is about momentum and about movement, but it's about movement that you're in control of. So if you want to take a break, if you want to take a little rest stop, you can. But just reminding yourself that like you are in control. You are
Yeah.
the one who's putting the address into the GPS here. So choose where you want to go. And yeah, I think really being intentional and excited and like enjoying that energy of movement. It's fun, right?
So
Great time
good.
for it. Yeah,
That's
like
so,
perfect time of year for tapping that energy. This could be a great time for a road trip or even for like sightseeing things in your area that you don't normally go to. But yeah, get yourself out there. For me, as soon as it starts getting warmer, I hate the outside. I'm like, I want to stay home now. I'm done for the year.
yeah.
But I have to really challenge myself to not do that, right? Because all kinds of fun things happen at home, but we really limit ourselves when we don't go out into the world. So this is your
Yeah.
invitation to go do some fun stuff outside this summer.
Oh my
It can
gosh.
be indoors, it could be inside of places, but outside of your home.
They're having my friend's coming into town for a long weekend this weekend. And another friend invited me to her birthday party. She's also a Cancer, and her birthday party, she's gathering everybody at a massive dance party that they're having in
Oh my
downtown
gosh, how
LA.
cool.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, what a fun thing to go do. So we're all gonna like go out to do that and go dancing in downtown LA.
Oh,
Be
I
really
love
fun.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. So find the fun things, everything. There's lots of fun things out there in the world right now. Summertime's here and, good weather-ish, goodish weather, depending on where you are. And people are in the mood to mix and mingle. So, yeah, if that is your joy, you are free. You're also free to do something different than a dance
Mhm.
party, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. All right. Well, do we have our wheel?
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
no.
I love
I've been having too much fun. I haven't even made it
Oh
yet.
my gosh, that's okay.
Give me
Well, thank
one
you so
second
much,
and then we'll
Helen. Yeah, Love Witch has to make our wheel. So I'll talk a little bit about what we're giving away. So every week that we do this, everybody who gets a reading or makes a donation gets in our drawing for this for a giveaway. And this week we're giving away the Hedge Witch's Little Book of Flower Spells by Tudor Beth. Courtesy of Llewellyn Books. It is a super cute, look at the cute decorations on each page. It's a hardcover book, different colors. Oh, look at that, how cute that is. Tons and tons and tons. Look at this, is like rainbow. Look how cute that is, right? We have, different color candles. So, oh my gosh, that is so cute. I didn't even realize that. So she's going by colors of candles. So here are orange flower spells, red flower spells, yellow flower spells, green flower spells, blue flower spells, purple flower spells, indigo flower spells. It's like all the colors, right? Oh my gosh. So you don't even have to have one of the flowers. Look at this. Should I read one? Did you do the wheel already?
The wheel is ready.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, you guys, whoever wins this is going to love it. So let's see. Let's see what we got. Our wheel. Let's get our wheel going. All right. Let's see who our winner is. How much money did we make? Did you figure that out too?
$285.
What? Three?
Two.
$285.
Yeah,
Great. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. All right, here's our wheel with all of our folks that got readings today on it. Y'all can see it, right? Okay, I'm going to spin it. Let's see who our winner is.
Good luck.
Good luck, everyone. Leslie, not S. Leslie, not S.
Oh, I wonder if she's still here.
Leslie Minaj, if you're here or if you're watching this recording later, reach out to us. Go to madampamita.com, go to the chat, let us know your address so we can send it to you and we'll send it off. If you didn't win this week, don't worry. Next week is another chance. You can get another reading and another chance to win something cool. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. We're so grateful. We raised $285. That is awesome. I'll throw some extra money in. We'll be helping a lot of seniors in Ukraine. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Love Witch, for being here. Don't forget, go to lovewitchnyc.com or, thelovewitchnyc.com. I screwed that up. Or thelovewitch.nyc to go to the Love Witch's website, and you can get all those free resources. So cool. So check those out. We have free things over, I'm going to say it, madampamita.com too. You can get a free video. Free class, spellcasting secrets, right? You can get spellcasting secrets as a video class, totally free, $40 class. You can get for absolutely free access to our Zoom live magic Q&A. We also have a coupon code for you. We also have Book of Shadows pages for you. And all kinds of things. So go check out all the bonuses you get for signing up. Go to spellsquad.com or go to madampamita.com and go to join. All right. Anything else you need to say before we go, Love Witch?
No. Have a good night.